Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a product video for you today. We wanted to tell you about the CBE Engage Hybrid Bow Sight. Great sight from CBE. This is going to be a good choice for bow hunters in particular, but also 3D archers as well. And first thing you're going to notice here is that this is a 5-pin sight. There is also a 3-pin and a single pin version of this sight. So it's a dovetail mount. This bracket right here will come off and is going to mount to your bow, and it's going to give you 4 different positions for you to slide it in and out to get it set where you want it on your bow. Lots of features built into this sight right here. First, you're going to notice we've got these 2 screws right here. These allow you to adjust the mounting position for this bracket, so you can raise it up if you want a lot of down movement in your scope housing, or you can lower it down if you want some more up movement. Just different positions for you to mount this bar and get your sight housing where you want it for clearance, things like that. This sight allows you to adjust the 2nd and 3rd axis. You've got set screw here and one there, Allen screws, that are for your 3rd axis adjustment. So that's going to be your scope moving this way. On the back here, you've got these 2 screws, and that will allow you to set your 2nd axis. That's going to be your sight moving this way. So you can put your bow into a level and make those adjustments to make sure that your sight is level. On the front here, we've got this fluorescent yellow peep alignment ring. So when you look through your peep sight, you got a nice visible ring edge here that you can make sure that you're perfectly centered in your peep. It's got a real visible bubble level there that you can check before you shoot. The pins, let's talk about the pins. They actually are not pins, they're actually blades in there with fiber attached to the end. That's what you're sighting in with. But the great thing about those blades is, let's say a stick or something goes in here, it's not going to bend a flimsy little pin because it's a blade of metal. These things are durable. So that's an awesome feature about the Engage Hybrid. And you'll notice those, the fiber in there is really bright. It's contained up here inside this clear plastic housing. So it's collecting all the light that it's exposed to, yet it's protected, so you don't have to worry about anything getting in on your fiber, which is awesome. Now let's talk about the adjustment features of this. So for your windage, you're going to have a locking knob down here. This is for your left-right adjustments. You're just going to loosen that knob, and then right here you can see your indicators. You've got a micro adjust dials. You can hear the clicks. So you can get that set. It's real small movements with each turn, with each click, so you can get it dialed in exactly where you want it. Once you get it, you just tighten that back up and you lock it into place. Now for elevation, this is where the hybrid name comes in. So it's a hybrid sight because you've got fixed pins inside, yet you also are able to elevate the scope up and down like you would with a single pin. So first, in setting your pins, let's say I'm setting these at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I'm going to set each individual pin. I would go in the back here and loosen this Allen screw for only the pin that I want to move. And then I'm going to turn this dial right here, and only that pin will move, up or down. Once I'm done, I'm just going to tighten it and then move to the next pin. So that's how you move your individual pins to get the pin gap that you need for your sight. On top of that, you've got to move this whole scope. You've got a locking knob right here. I just open that locking knob, and then this big wheel on the back allows me to move the whole scope housing up and down. Now to do that, you can see my little yardage indicator here. With this sight, you're going to get 15 metal sight tapes. Each one accounts for different arrow speeds, different pin gaps that are going to be, that come with those arrow speeds. Right here I have the test tape. This is, I would make pencil marks on here to figure out which sight tape I want to use. But so then I can have my individual pins set at, say, 10-yard increments. I put my sight tape on, now I can dial in. If my target is 23 yards away, I can dial it down directly to the 23-yard mark and shoot at that distance, so my pin is always on a target. So that's you get the best of both worlds, the fixed pins, yet it's also a movable sight. Also with the sight, what you're going to get is a light. It's a removable light that's just attached onto the bottom here, just screws on, and it only illuminates your fiber, goes through to the pins there. If you're sitting in a ground blind or something, you just need a little more light to the end of those pins, you can turn that light on and it will light them up. So lastly, if you do want to do it, the back here comes off and you can put an 1 5/8" magnification lens in there. This is a lens retainer ring. If you just want to add some magnification to your sight, you are able to do that. So that is the CBE Engage Hybrid. Great sight from CBE. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure you click that bell next to the subscription so that you can be notified when we publish new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.